In Creo Parametric, you can create welds in both parts and assemblies. The setup for weld involves defining processes, and the process information appears in the tail of the weld symbol. Let's take a look at how to set up the weld process. To get into the welding application, you go to Applications, then Welding, and now we are in Weld Mode. In the setup group, we have the process command, and here we have the weld process dialog box. Let's click on New Weld Process. There is a default name. Call this whatever complies with your company standards. Maybe I'm going to use a process name that involves the name of the welding process and the material. So maybe I will call this MEG for metal inert gas welding, and this will be for steel. Then on the definition tab, we can specify what we want to use for our specification number. And again, this is something that's probably going to be internal to your company. Let me make up a number, and there we have our specification. For the machine type, that can be manual or robotic. We'll leave it at manual. Then we have our various different treatment types. Maybe this will be preheating, and then you can specify your feed rate and the minimum and maximum allowable lengths and root openings. I will leave the default values. We also have a parameters tab, so all of those different values can generate parameters inside here as well. Let's go back to the definition tab. All of this looks good, and in case I want to use this again, I will click on the Save button, and this will automatically save it in my Weld Parameters folder. So let's choose the Export button. Similarly, I have a couple that I've already saved out to disk. So if I want to bring them in here, I will use the Open button, and that way I can grab my weld process for friction stir welding. And let's also click Open once more. And I've got one for my tungsten inert gas welding for magnesium. Let me import that one as well. So now I have 3 different processes in here. I will click the OK button. Let me show you how that process name gets used in a weld. Let's click on the Fillet Weld command, and that brings up our ribbon for the fillet weld. Let's choose side 1 for the weld, then click in the collector to define side 2, and I'm not going to define any intermittency. If I go to the Options tab, here we have drop-down lists where we can specify the material. So maybe I want to use steel, and then for our weld process, I will choose the process that I just created. Everything in here looks good. Let's hit the check mark. And now you can see that I have my note created. Let me change its orientation so that it looks proper to us. I'm going to flip the viewing direction, and let's try 90 degrees. That looks good. And then grab the note and let's drag it where you can see it. And so there you see the weld symbol that was created. And here we have that process number located in the tail of the symbol. So that's how you can set up your processes and save them out to disk, and how they end up getting used inside of your weld features. I hope you enjoyed this video. For more information, please visit www.creowindshield.com. If you learned something from this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video, please click the subscribe button and ring the bell to be informed when new videos are uploaded. Thank you very much.